would like us to welcome Her Excellency Aisha Babangida. Please, with a standing ovation, please, let's welcome her. Thank you very much. Please keep clapping until she gets here. It's an honor, ma. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, there's somebody has tampered with my speech. I can't find number one. But anyway, thank you very much and welcome. Good morning, everybody. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all and to appreciate you. I know that some have come a long way, but this is really special to us. My father, my siblings are here, my aunties, my uncle is here as well. This gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all. But what is special is that this presidential library, the Ibrahim Badamasi Presidential Library, it was actually Ibrahim Badamasi Presidential Library, but we thought that there can be a President Babangida without a Mariam Babangida. There can be a Mariam Babangida without a President Babangida. So we thought to merge them, and that is why we call it the Ibrahim and Mariam Babangida Presidential Library and Foundation. And the works of this library gave birth to the Ibrahim Babangida Legacy Dialogue. And this legacy dialogue is very important to have discussions, address issues, in finding solutions to issues that are very important in Nigeria. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here. Today is an opportunity to build on the success of last year's maiden edition of the Ibrahim Babangida Legacy Dialogue and to take forward issues discussed there. But more than that, it is an opportunity to build on the wider legacy of progress towards democracy in our great nation. As we consider the pressing issues in Africa's democratic journey. So I would like to thank you all, each and every one of you. He's a VIP and a very special person in our hearts. So thank you so much for making the effort to be here. And everyone involved in the organization of the event for helping to make it happen. I would like to especially thank our chief host, the Honorable Minister, Malam Mohammed Musa Bello, who graciously granted the foundation the use of this beautiful and magnificent edifice built by our president, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, to host this year's dialogue. We are eternally grateful. And to my dear father, our dear father, the chairman of the occasion, His Excellency Architect Mohammed Namadi Sambo, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, thank you so much for showing us love, for showing us support, and for gracing this occasion. Every time we call on you to do anything in the family and anything to do with my father, you're always there. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And he comes with this beautiful, beautiful human being, his beautiful wife, Her Excellency Hajia Amina Namadi Sambo, who is a mother to all, a mother to a nation as well. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion, and may God continue to strengthen you. And my love and appreciation goes out to every single person here today, as you're all very important, as I said, and part of our extended family. To my family and my aunties and my uncle, thank you very much. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Professor Jibrin Ibrahim, as well as esteemed compare and the moderators. And of course, our excellent respondents who bring knowledge, expertise from a wide range of spheres, and in bringing about a wide range of spheres with art, the law, humanitarian, politics. They are an incredible group of human beings, and we're grateful for them for being here. Last but not least, I would like to welcome the presidential candidates and their vice presidents in attendance. They're all here. There is no calling more noble or weighty than the leadership of a great nation. And whoever ultimately takes on that great mantle, our respect and gratitude goes to that person. And hoping that you put, what is very important here for you, the presidential candidate, is that you step up. You step up and put yourselves forward for such an office. Please permit us to give them a resounding round of applause. It is a dear hope of mine that next year's election will not only bring or give us the president and the vice president Nigeria deserves, but also the political contest we deserve. One that inspires our young people to see politics as a noble calling, so that the best and the brightest of our young people will commit themselves to public service. That way, in 2027 and in 2031 and beyond, the caliber of candidates will be, if anything, even greater. All thanks to the dedicated efforts of those who take responsibility here and now. The sad fact is that too many of our countrymen and women are cynical about politics and about the whole process. Nigerians have experienced many frustrations in the decades since we won our independence. The path to full democracy has been a slow and uneven one. We all know that we are not there yet. Patriotic leaders like my father have played their part in keeping our country together and in bringing about the stability and the rule of law required for economic growth and human flourishing. But of course, it would be an understatement to say that not all of our leaders have served us well. Even since the advent of the Fourth Republic in 1999, the history of democracy in Nigeria has been a checkered one. So it is natural that Nigerians are wary at election time. But it is also important that we do not give in to cynicism. The 2022 electoral bill has been an important step forward, and I hope it'll give voters great confidence in the conduct of the electoral process. It is important that the elections are not only free and fair, but seen to be free and fair. So transparency is a key principle, along with the integrity and independence of electoral officers, and of course, the judiciary. A strong and independent judiciary is as essential as to democracy as elections themselves, because it is only when voters have faith in the rule of law that they will participate enthusiastically in elections and trust the results. Naturally, there are also concerns about the monetization of the electoral process, because it is important that nobody is able to buy votes or steal an election. But what we must remember, that majority of those who enter politics, whichever party they are motivated by public service and a desire to shape a better future for Nigeria. And of course, it is also the purpose of today's dialogue. There are many wise men and women gathered here today, brought together by the gravitas of one of the wisest heads of all, President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. So this is an opportunity to share some of that wisdom and to educate and inspire a new generation of leaders for our country. Next year's election campaign is a time for party politics. Now is a time for unity, for national togetherness, a time to forgive and forget the quarrels of the past, and to focus on the solutions for the future. In that spirit, I am delighted to welcome you all and to thank you once again for taking part. I look forward to what is sure to be an enlightening and inspirational day of dialogue. Thank you very much.